What have you been up to since the last time we spoke? The last time we spoke, there were a number of issues to look at. Today, there's quite a plethora of issues we'll be getting into. But what has Sam George been up to? I mean, the BEC is on. Have you been engaging those in your constituency?
I would just say a very good morning to the people of Ningo Prampram and wish all the students writing their BEC in the Ningo Prampram constituency all the best. I wish them well. They must bear in mind that this is just one chapter of their journey. And for me, my focus has been to ensure that we move our kids beyond even the senior high schools into tertiary education. Tertiary education is actually my heartbeat in Ningo Prampram. We're doing a lot at the kindergarten and basic level, but I realize that it's important that a lot more people get into tertiary education, and that's been a major focus for us. But on the BEC, we wish them well, and I'm confident that we would get at least 100% pass record this year as well.
100%. What have the percentages been like in previous years?
I can't readily give you that off the top of my head. I'll have to confirm with the Education Directorate. Yeah, but I'm confident that we've had quite a very good pass rate.
What's the state of Ningo Prampram? When was the last time you were in your constituency?
On Friday, the 4th. Yeah, on the 4th I was there.
What are some of the issues that people came to you with? I know they always, once they see an MP, they'll swarm you and all of that.
Our roads are a major issue. Our roads are just impossible. You know, we've got a number of roads, be they feeder roads or urban roads or Ghana highways, and literally because very little is happening in the area of roads, you have things taking a spiral. The main road, the N1, which runs through my constituency, which is a major problem for residents. You have that road starting from the Bon. In fact, it starts from the Tema motorway all the way to Central University. That road's been stalled now for almost 6 months because government has defaulted in servicing its loan facilities. And so even though the money is available because government is not servicing its external creditors, there's a UK Barclays Bank facility for that road. That project has stalled and it's left motorists with all kinds of headaches. Then you've got the Afienya-Dowenya road, which is a nightmare. That road's been there for God knows over 22 years in a horrible state. It was awarded on contract in 2015 to Mr. Simain. He's still on the road, but the last time he was on that road to do anything was about 18 months ago. It's about payments. And look, it's just the bare fact that the government feels that, well, Ningo Prampram is Sam George, and why should we fix the road? Because Mr. Simain is working in other parts of the country. He's being paid for those roads, but he's not being paid for the Ningo Prampram road. He's being paid, he's working every day, even as we speak, even though government is not servicing facilities. They are paying him to work on the Palace Mall motorway flyover. He's working on roads in the Brong-Ahafo region, he's working on roads in the Eastern region. But the Afienya-Dowenya road, which is a critical road, they're not paying him his stalled work in there. And I think that the government should just bow his head in shame. Bear in mind that the president did get some 19,000, 20,000 votes in Ningo Prampram. So if he thinks that depriving the people of Ningo Prampram is punishment for voting for Sam George, he's cutting his nose to spite his face. But I'm confident that we would eventually see some work. I mean, there's the Afienya to Dodowa Road. That was awarded on contract. The contractor was on road, Ali Maripoma. He had started the contract. The NPP came in 2017, suspended it, that they were going to investigate it. And since then, that road has stalled, you know. Contract awards were given for the road from Prampram to Pon through over the Lalwe, and then from Old Ningo to Mango Chonya. They give the contract award letters, they give contract letters, they have failed to give a dime to the contractor. So, I mean, it's largely roads, and with the rains happening, for example, and the assembly itself is not even doing anything to help, because normally you expect the assembly to be able to use this IGF to do spot maintenance of roads and work with Ghana highways to fix, for example, from Prampram Junction into the town from Miocho to Prampram. It's become a death trap. several potholes, and everybody's asking the MP to do it. The MP doesn't have any funds for road construction,
Right.
you know, and so those are real challenges that my people are facing. I think that's a major problem, but it's just a failure of this government. I mean, a reckless government that's just depleted the resources and is very, very vindictive. Then Sam George is not their biggest fan. So, yeah.
I see.